Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the complete BGS Beckett grading tutorial for beginners part 2. I'm telling you guys, this works. I just got back from Beckett 2 gold pristine 10s. It's not the black labels. I can't do anything about the centering. The centering was off on these cards. They sent me this new package too of what they're looking for, so I gotta get into that. We're gonna update this for you guys because they got some new stuff in this little package and I put it on the presentation to show you guys, but I'm so happy with the results. I think the centering could be, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the centering is a little bit off on these. I will take you through the whole process just now of some new things that they're looking for. They're using AI a lot, so I trust the process more. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's collect together, guys. This is the pamphlet that they just sent me, just in case, and I did everything according to the pamphlet as well, so I'm very happy with these cards. These sell from anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a piece. Great additions to the collection as well. But this pamphlet, I've broken it down, plus some other tips. I had a lot of questions about different things as well, as far as how to submit multiple cards at once. And if you guys have any other questions on this video, please leave a comment down below. I will get back to you, and then I'll also update the video. If I need to make a part 3, I don't think I need to. I think this includes everyone's questions that were asked. Excellent questions. Thank you guys. Like I said, I know PSA owns Beckett, but they have a different general manager. Things are just done differently. And I think Beckett is going to learn from PSA's mistakes. And after they're just bleeding business right now, they just got an artery cut and they're just bleeding right now. And so along with the antitrust lawsuit, they probably will have to sell this. So I keep saying it. Beckett is transparent. They've always been transparent on their grading. That's why I stick with Beckett right now. They have gone to AI. They have improved AI technology. So they're using rebidding the digital experience, improving the collector experience as well, and unifying the Beckett services. If you see on the website right now, they have updated their Beckett label. And a lot of people are like, man, is that a fake Beckett card? No, it's just updated. And you can scan that QR code, and a lot of cool things that have happened with Beckett as well. So if you don't know anything about Beckett, you gotta understand where they started. And a lot of people say PSA has always been the standard, but it's really been Beckett. Over the years, I have not noticed a decrease in what they're doing. So they had the monthly price grading in 1984, the grading services in 1999. Black Label is introduced in 2014, and autographed authentication services in 2016, and then ticket grading. So this is really the best name in grading, whether it's sports cards, manga, TCG, it's everything in here. This is where I send the majority. I've always sent the majority of my cards here. And if you're wondering where this card falls, I consider these better than a PSA 10. Just because of the process and everything that's done. And then this is right under the tag pristine, and then the pristines are right there with the tags as well, and PSA is at the bottom of the list. So as far as value wise, as far as what I'm paying for cards, that's where I look for. So they have the holographic metal designs, the priority condensance font, new autograph designation system, hidden UV pattern, and the QR cert verification. So if it doesn't have that new cert, if you're getting newer cards graded, or if it's a newer card that has been graded in the future, if it doesn't have that cert on the back, that's why you always, when you're buying something on eBay, you gotta see the front and back, because it's really hard to fake these QR codes. So this is some updated information as well for me when it comes to sending a card into Beckett, right? Because with the AI technology and everything that they're doing, you gotta get a second set of eyes on these. And this is my fault as well. This I probably would have sent the tag, but I thought the sending was perfect on these. I didn't show them to my wife, but always have somebody double check it. So never send low value cards to Beckett, bad centering, print lines, factory damage, weak resale potential. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. I'm very happy with the gold 10s though. Those are still elite. And the cards that have the best chance at black labels. Let's talk about it. So Japanese cards, promo cards, packed fresh, sleeve products, low production cards. So if you are getting cards graded, or you're getting cards bought at a garage sale or other places, I wouldn't send those in. These have to be minty fresh out of the package, unless they've been protected and it's from somebody you trust. I will buy other cards off the market to complete master sets, but sending them in, I'm very hesitant to. So low population cards. You can look on collector. I need to complete a complete collector guide for everybody out there that are watching my videos. But on collector, you can see the cards that have been graded and or the low pop of those cards. Some of these have no pop at all. And what that means is we have a huge opportunity in the market there to be the first to it. So which is always a big deal. Also guys, if you are wanting the videos quicker, if you're wanting more information for less than a pack of cards, guys, join the Patreon. It would help support the channel. I make about a couple $100 from this a month. It's really not that much. And so any support you guys could help out with the Patreon, the link's gonna be in the description below. It's just gonna help me produce better content, get better editors, all that stuff. And I'm gonna post my latest videos on there. And then I got more content coming as far as guides for eBay. If you wanna start your own YouTube channel, whatever you wanna do on there, I'm gonna have 4 different tiers. And for $5, you can join the easiest tier right there. And I would appreciate it, guys. You guys already do an awesome job like commenting and subscribing, but it's just something if you guys want to contribute monetarily, it would be appreciated. And then I'm gonna make videos no matter what and produce the best content I can for you guys because I love making these videos and you guys like watching them. So let's get back right into it. My complete pre-grading inspection process. We have, this is something that I do on all my cards. It doesn't matter. I compare it on black backgrounds, white backgrounds. I use a centering tool, microscope, bright LED light. The centering tool I think works really well, but then even then, it's still hard to narrow it down. So that's why getting that second eyes on it is always, I should have put that on there. Make sure you have a second set of eyes. How I clean cards before grading. This is something that I do from time to time because the spray I like to use just to remove fingerprints. I'm not trying to alter the card in any way. I just, sometimes my kids got a hold of one of my perfect, I know I shouldn't do it, but I got 4 kids and they're very nosy, but I always wipe it off, blow it, and then I always use gloves and I use a spray to fingerprint remove anything, soft brush, and then always blacklight it at the end. Like I said, I'm not altering the card in any way. I'm just trying to get it back to where it was before my kid got a hold of it and put their little sticky fingers on it. But I'm glad they enjoy collecting. I'm not complaining. I'd rather it be that way than them not enjoy it at all. So that's one thing I do appreciate about my kids. And then here's understanding the BGS subgrades. I'll take you to the website here in a second. Should you crack and resubmit? And I used to be a huge proponent of cracking PSAs and sending them to BGS. The more that I've been somewhat successful with this, but I would say that it's usually not worth your time. It's better to just buy cards and then submit the ones you find that are good. I found the most success doing that. I've gone to trade shows, I've bought off eBay, I've cracked and resubmitted, but my most success has come from buying packs myself and submit. You guys do whatever you want, but I'm not a proponent of cracking and submitted. My main sources of sending cards to Beckett are my main personal collection and then buying off eBay, right? I've had some success, but my main success is buying packs. And that's why I say like, buy as many packs as you can. So if you do collect PSA, this is when PSA is sometimes better than BGS. It's the vintage cards, resale, liquidity, registry, market demand. So it's the main thing is the liquidity part of it. So if you're getting new packs of cards, that's honestly the best time to send into PSA because of the subcharges or the upcharges that they do once the card starts selling off. If you get some cards and you're like, man, I'm gonna bet on this card, I think this card's worth something, getting it sent in really quick and then coming back so you don't get massively upcharged, that's a way to go with newer cards if you believe in them. But I haven't done that for years. So this is the biggest mistakes I see every week. Avoid these. Avoid these and save your grade. Using penny sleeves wrong. It's like annoying, but when you get a card come back and it has a dink or a dent on it, or it has like a surface damage to it, I rarely get those cards back because I don't send them in. But the dirty cards, wrong declared value sometimes, because I you don't have to, if you're sending lesser in cards in, you don't have to do a declared value. You don't have to do declared value at all, but I do on cards that are worth a little bit more money. Shipping mistakes, tape touching cards, wrong cards savers, no insurance, wrong service level, and not checking before you send the card. Always check it. These are my favorite cards to send to BGS. The One Piece manga rares, One Piece Championship promos, Pokemon SRRs, of course. And these other threes are just ones that I researched that I think people would be interested in as well. Oh, I forgot Dragon Ball card rares. I started sending in some Dragon Ball cards. Locana, I've not been interested in Magic or sports cards at all right now, but this is a list in order of where I would go next. A lot of people are very interested in Locana. I don't understand it yet, and maybe I get into it because I do love my kids. Who doesn't like Disney and some of the Disney characters? But we'll see. I might do some more research on that. Magic has some cards coming out soon that I want, and then we have sports RPAs as well. So all good stuff in there. And so if you could stick to one of these, I would stick to one. I stuck mainly to Pokemon, and then I went to One Piece, and you can't go wrong with going either or, but stick to one mainly and go from there. So this is how I package $10,000 cards, or cards that are going to be worth my time. So I would bubble wrap, insure, double box. So you can do the double boxing, but I do the double envelope. So I bubble wrap it, put it in a packaged envelope, and then I put it in the box, signature confirmation, and go from there. So this is showing the double box method. That's the safest method, but the envelope method works as well, putting it in the envelope. And then one thing I will mention is that I do, and it's not that more expensive either. I don't trust USPS anymore, so I just take it to FedEx, the 2-day standard shipping, and I send it to them, and so they can get to Beckett quicker and also not get lost. So does the black label actually increase your value? You would be surprised. Yes, I've done this over and over again. A black label 10, you can get lucky and fortunate to get that. Compared to PSA, it's ridiculous. So you got a PSA sell over here. The multiplier is just that a PSA card goes for $740, $1,400, black label $4,800, and then it could sell for anywhere for $23,000. And then these aren't the exact cards, but just I've seen cards 10x, 20x on Beckett. It's insane sometimes how much card values goes. And I've actually seen the trend where gold label cards are overpowering PSA as well. And tags, both tags, hence are just killing PSA right now. And I think that once collectors start seeing that, then the switch will be made. So you could be a collector all day long, but if your card that you just bought, your PSA card, just shoots down in value, you're not gonna have much money to invest in. So this is my 2026 BGS strategy. So we are in the middle of the year. We need to finish strong. Then in your high value cards now. What I'm buying is the high demand cards, low populations, proven price growth, like the promo cards of One Piece. You can't go wrong with that. These are the ones I'm grading. And so I'm choosing BGS, obviously, and these are the 4 main cards I'm sending next. My goal right now is to get 100, because people are watching these videos, like 6,000 people watched my last BGS video, and if 6,000 people send in like 100 cards or whatever, it's gonna start backlogging it, and I'm just like, do I keep giving up these secrets? And I'm just like, why not? I understand that I've had so much fun and success, and I just want to share this success and love for collecting with you guys. And so if you have any questions on this stuff, a lot of people have always promoted PSA, and a lot of companies have promoted PSA, but I enjoy collecting PSA, but I make so much more with BGS as far as my collection goes. And then how to ship. Okay, so this is how I ship several cards. This was one of the big questions that was asked. And then we'll go look at Beckett, the website, real quick and see if anything's changed on there. But you sleeve each card, and then what I would do is bag those cards together, and then you get your shipping label for that. Let's say you want to send 10 cards and you want to send them just the basic with subgrades for, what is it, like 20 bucks or something like that. You send those together and then you print off that label, you stick it in the package, you bubble wrap that. And then you put the cardboard on, you bubble wrap it, you put the cardboard in with the rubber bands. And then you send that in your box or your mail. And then you do your next, if you're doing 4 or 5 different sets, you do the same thing. You get those cards that you want to send, and then I always separate them in their sleeves, put a bag around it, put the label in there, bubble wrap it, cardboard, rubber bands, and then if you're doing multiple, I've sent in 4 or 5 different sets at a time, you want to put those in the cardboard box, and then you send it off, and obviously FedEx 2-day delivery, and they will separate, once it gets there, they will separate each individual package. And most of the time, it's not, when it comes to, let's just say 75 business days is like the lowest standard one, they're not going to update. They'll say they received it, but they're not going to update like the tracking and then shipping. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when it comes to Beckett. So when you're here, you want to click on my orders, and then it'll show you all the orders right here. And then it gives you your job IDs. I got several of these pending. This one, I need to send in a couple more here to Beckett, but this one I sent back in April, and all these other ones are after April, and I've gotten all these back except these 2 because, and these will upgrade to received, and then it won't go to active not shipped probably till like 2 months out. And so what we're gonna see here on this job ID, these are all the ones I sent in. I wasn't sure on these cards at the time. I'm pretty sure the Charmander right here with the 30th, if that gets a black label, that's going to be the best card for me in this set that I'll probably never get rid of. But this will change to active not shipped, then it will change to grading. If you ever want, if you just sent cards to Beckett, this is where it's at right here. So it'll change to grading. This won't change for me probably for like another month. I think they got like 20 or 30 more business days to grade this card, grade these cards, which is fine because I knew that. I knew that going in. You just gotta know like, hey, these are gonna take a lot of time. And then once it goes from grading, it'll go to labeling. Once it's graded, you're gonna get the card back within like a week or so. That's awesome. So grading, labeled, and then shipped. And once it says shipped, you can click on it and then see what it was graded for. So with my priority, I sent these in priority because I didn't get good grades on these, but when it was priority, this was spot on. I think priority was like what, 5 days? It came to me in 5 days. The express came back a little bit, like a day or 2 later than what was projected, but that was fine. Like I was happy with it. I was happy with my grades because I got 2 10s out of it. So I think if it's like, I think if you do get 10s, it takes a little bit longer because they're double checking it. I think all of their 10s they double check from my experience. Those cards always come back a day or 2 later if you do express or priority. And I only send the cards that I know are going to be worth money express or priority. So they're grading cards. Let's just go over this one more time because I'm sure everybody wants to know. Don't make this mistake. Don't ever make these mistakes, guys. Do not ever buy the $14.95 per card. Just don't do it. Get the subgrades. All the subgrades are for cards that are newer and you don't potentially know what the cards are going to be worth. If you have cards that are selling on eBay, look at the market insights. Go back to my previous videos, look at the market insights on those cards and see if those cards have been selling raw for like $500 to $1,000. That's when I would go to Express over here. Express is what I send cards that are over like $1,000 or so. And then priority are cards that I know are selling like 25 to 50K. I sent 2 Charizards, Express, priority. But even then looking back, I might just send them Express. And then standard, I actually don't use standard that much because I just think it's a waste of money, honestly. I really do. I think standard, if you want your cards back quicker and they're worth a couple $1,000s, just send them express. You're gonna get your money back from the cards, whether it gets 8, 9, or 10. Standard, I just think it's too long for me to send it. I wish the base was a little bit quicker, but everything else, I just do base or express. Stay away from priority, stay away from standard. And then the grading process, we're starting a submission. Let's just say we want to submit now. Don't make the same mistake when I first started off. Do not type all the cards you want, right? Like, let's just say you want to do a Charizard. Like, just add all the cards you want to do, right? So, and then you continue with this. I know some people have already seen this, but just in case, as a reminder, if your card isn't worth that much money, I'll just do one on here. On your high value cards, you want to declare more than that. But once you continue, it's going to ask you for your address, you put it in, and it's just a standard shipping fee. So you can print this off, put it in the box. If you want to do different like express and other ones together, ship it all together, and then you don't have to worry about it. I got a bunch of cards I'm about to send here in a minute. So these are their new and improved labels. Advanced security features, new autograph grade designation, so pretty cool. Grading standard. It's the easiest thing to look at. I always love looking at this guide right here. The Pristine Black Label 10, probably the best in the business. Not probably, it is the best in the business. And it's just the centering, it's always going to be the centering that gives it a 9.5. And I don't know if I can, it's been a while since I've got a black label, but we're going to keep shooting our shot this year. We got a lot of cards in grading, and hopefully it is perfect. But as far as everything that's done, I don't think anything beats this. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, if you have any questions, leave them down below and I will get to all your questions as best I can. Thank you for supporting the channel. Join the Patreon, help support the channel as well so I can produce better content for you guys. As always, guys, collect everything that you like. Jesus loves you. Peace. I'm out.